We're on fire. We're all going to die.
FIFA Ramble 59.
60.
60. 60. Big 6. Oh.
Yes, and yes.
Cameras running. Let's get ready. Making the podcast. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta just do this.
Look like it's sampled.
What's your pen?
This is not. I can't read my notes.
Is there any light? Is there any like a little light?
No, leave it like this. It's fine.
Have you got No, it's fine.
I'll occasionally shine one over.
I mean, that's made no difference.
I know.
No, it's fine. We don't need one.
I'm not doing it without a light.
We're managing. Are we rolling?
It's fine. It's fine, Craig. It's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. This.
That's made the world a difference.
That's what I'm.
How has that affected the shot?
Look,
You can't do that.
you can't do that. Okay, we are getting in.
I'm just trying to get into the right headspace because my mind is too cleared.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it now? Is it now?
We need to do a one.
Let's just not bother today. Let's go.
Let's not. But let's do the whole podcast. It's just football happens, but we don't feel like talking about it.
Somebody scored.
Okay, right. I'm going to do an intro, guys.
Are you going to hold that light the whole way through, like a
No.
lighthouse?
Well, I'm going to do this because I think it. Yeah.
1 minute intro.
Yeah. 1 minute intro.
Hang on. So what did they do? They tied animals to fireworks.
Yeah, little small animals.
Small animals in London.
Yeah.
But it's Gary's records, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, don't worry. I know it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only good thing about this is I'm going to remember stuff this week more than I do normally.
Can you read that? Can you see that?
Yeah, don't worry.
You can read that.
I can literally just be like, so today.
Okay.
It's not going to work.
It's working.
So we are doing a 1 minute intro, then the jingle, then United Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Jose's state of mind.
Yep. We good, darling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Action.
What was that?
Action.
Number 60. The FIFA Ramble podcast number 60.
Oh, we got the 60.
I have no idea.
Just 60.
Just pure force, isn't it? Just
Pure.
unbridled
Yeah, I mean,
football. Because there's enough
we're
football.
forcing ourselves on people. For 60 episodes.
With consent.
Well, yeah, I mean, for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to be chatting lots, but we just wanted to lead in by also just saying thank you to our sponsor this week.
Our sponsor. I just want to take a minute to appreciate.
Just a minute.
Just to say, following the tragic events in London recently. Obviously, it was Bonfire Night or Guy Fawkes. For those traditionalists.
On the 5th, I think it was.
The
wasn't it?
5th.
On the 5th?
It usually is. I'll have
Usually.
to double check, make sure it was this year. But Sting has teamed up with Gary's Records this week, following the troubling news of small animals being tied to fireworks in the London boroughs. A couple of them.
I didn't know Sting was going to be on this. I hate Sting. I specifically told you not to put Sting.
You should have mentioned it before. So Sting and Gary's Records.
Hi, it's Sting here. You know, I was deeply affected by the London fireworks disaster this year, which saw inner city youths launch small animals into the sky. It's seen hundreds of pet shops close in London this week, and the clean-up job is messy and horrific. So I teamed up with Gary to create a safety fireworks album. A quarter of every sale will fund a safer bonfire night next year, featuring such hits as Firework, Firework, light up the sky. took me a month to write that one, but this one is a more personal story. This one shows the warnings of breathing in smoke if you stand too close to a bonfire. Those bombs will go, and you won't be breathing on the cosmos now. Oh, don't you know? You must have got to go. All great days, you could do a recent trip to New York had me meet an Englishman who had a sparkler in his hand, and it got me thinking how a sparkle is made. I don't know how they made a sparkler, like a weird infested, coated with something that's flammable, my dear, probably made by Englishmen. How do they make sparklers? How do they make a sparkling one? I'll get even more personal on the final track. I suffered an injury many years ago when I was a little boy, when I got a little bit too close to the bonfire and the firework display. I was almost unrecognisable, but the doctors did a wonderful job. Just a silly mess, I don't care much my friends, they take me to get close to the fire as possible. I did see that we really close to me. Now I need a skin crash so people know I still know. I stood too close to the firework display. I stood too close to the firework display. Make sure you stand at least 5 feet. Make sure that's it, really. Big thanks to Gary Records for putting out this safety album. Remember, a quarter of which will go into a fund that will make next year's bonfire night even safer. I'm Sting. I'm off to do some yoga now.
Thanks, Sting.
Thanks, Sting and Gary's Records.
Sponsoring this week's number 60 of the FIFA Ramble podcast.
Manchester United.
Do you want to go into Manchester United Bournemouth?
Yeah, let's
Did you enjoy that
talk
game?
about the game. I did.
Is
I
that one
thought
of your
it
favourite
was.
games?
Yeah, it was. Look, Man United have
Lucky.
struggled. Yeah, well, again, I think it was. I'm not sure if it was luck or if it was just Man United. This revival, we hinted at it last week, where we said they've had a strange sort of revival feel about them since that Newcastle game. It sort of turned around slightly. I know they lost to Juve, but it was contested, that game. Bournemouth have been on fire.
We've talked about Bournemouth's rise or like good form.
They've
recently.
been really good.
They won't hold out with this form, but I just enjoy watching them.
They were
There's a purple patch.
this year's Leicester after Watford turned out not to be.
Where's the Leicester?
Yeah, everyone's going to be forever convinced. It used to be.
That's how good. It's the parlance of our time. That's
Yeah.
how it's going to be referred to as.
Yeah, it's. But what United did was stop that from. They went 1-0 down, and they ended up winning 2-1, and it had to be Rashford that scored the winner because he was the one that was getting the treatment. And look, now what we're looking at in the league is Man United have picked up 10 points from the possible 12 that are available. That's good form by anyone's standards.
Yep.
Liverpool have won 3 games in their last 9.
They've ridden out the storm.
So now United have got Juventus. They're playing as we speak. As we record this, they're playing now.
Yeah.
FIFA Ramble 59.
60.
We have no idea what the scores are. And then they've got Man City on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So look, they've got a big week ahead of them. However, they are going into it in good form. But the one thing which I suppose the bigger issue, if you were, is Mourinho and his state of mind, as it were.
Yeah, which is it looked really shaky at times, and if
It looked fragile, didn't it?
He's shown terrific mental strength the last couple. He's rode out of a hell of a storm.
Yeah.
With the press, and you just want to see how detrimental that it actually was on not only him but the players around him, because that was a real pressure cooker which all rotated itself on the whole, and it wasn't good for the club. But
it wasn't.
Remember, what was it like? This is how fickle it was. What was it like 5 weeks ago when we were like stating how poisonous and how toxic like negative reaction is, especially with pundits. And, like, that's how quickly things go, isn't it? That's how quick it goes.
Yeah, it does. I mean, look, we've been saying all along, it's we never bought into the media around it.
Mm-hmm.
We never decided, oh, they're in crisis.
We never fueled the fire.
No, we didn't. No. We just decided that we were going to judge it as...
We've always been in defence of Mourinho.
We've been in defence of Mourinho, and I think that what we both recognised, and Mitch, who's not in.
He's no longer with us.
No longer
this week.
This week. We've recognised the human aspect in all of this, and that's the thing that gets lost in a lot of this. It's just they talk about the manager and the club, and it's almost like everybody forgets when these things are happening. Look, I'm a Man United fan, and there's no doubt that the results were poor. You know, they were for a long time.
I think you're a stoic Man United fan, like you said. You have the ability to let it wash over you. It's not as good as you want it to be, but I'm
still a Man United. Look, I've always said this: one bad result won't ruin my weekend. 6 bad results won't ruin my month. It's just a football match, and because I support Man United whether we're first in the Premier League or 22nd in League Two.
Same with Arsenal. Same with
any right-minded
any football fan.
So the result, yes, it would annoy me. However, it's almost irrelevant to me, because as much as I do want them to win, I'm going to continue to support this football club for the rest of my life, and regardless of where they are. You know, I mean, they nod to the future of where we're going with this podcast, but you know, they may not. Their future may lay outside England. You know, but.
Look, they're just getting results, not in the prettiest
They're
ways.
getting great results. That's the thing, and the media aren't talking about it.
They were lumbering. They looked really.
Do you know the thing
slow.
I would say, sort of harking back to you saying about it being lucky?
Yep.
I said after the game, we tweeted out, Man United, on the whole, Man United probably didn't deserve, across 90 minutes, probably didn't deserve the win. However, do you only get 2 points if you get a win but don't deserve it?
Look,
do you, if you deserve
things
a
go
draw
so fast
but
now,
lose, do you get a point?
You're not going to remember. It doesn't matter. Like,
no, it doesn't matter.
That's how any team operates.
6 months' time,
those 1-0. It doesn't matter.
No, 6 months' time, no one will go, did Man United deserve to win it? It doesn't matter. They got the 3 points. And now we find ourselves in a position where actually, I think we're only a few points off fourth. I think we're about 4 points off fourth, something like that. I'm not sure of the definite.
So a little shout out again to Paul Pogba, who's found form, who's performing very nicely.
Yeah, I'd argue that Paul Pogba himself he gets the brunt of it because he's an easy target.
Yeah,
that's what we've always said. He's an easy target, and then no one recognises everything else.
Yeah, I think it's the same with Rashford. It's the same with Lukaku recently as well. It's like they just go through the mill. They just run through it. And you saw the amount of pressure which come through when Rashford got on that winning goal. Yeah. Let's give a lot of credit to Bournemouth as well, because the way they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they.
Can I do one shout out for Bournemouth?
Where's the shout out button?
We've never really shout out button. Shout out. There you go. Lerma in the middle.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken about him at all this season. I thought he was exceptional against United, and he did that job he does that. He's a hard tackling, strong central midfielder from South America. You know, he comes in. His job is to win the ball and pass it to someone else. That's his job. They're the players that do not get plaudits until they're about to retire. That sort of mould. I'm not saying he's superb. True. However, he's doing a job that's unfashionable, and he's doing it well. He did very well against United.
Out of the Bournemouth players, obviously Ryan Fraser.
Yeah,
probably should have scored that when he took it.
Fraser should have.
Yeah.
Fraser should have.
Like
Wilson should have got more than one.
I think he's one of those short and snappy technical players. That was great. Stanislas when he's functional, that's all good. And Callum Wilson, obviously, is a sharp finisher. So
Yeah.
I think that'll round up our little bit there.
Yeah.
Alright,
We're
cool.
done on that.
Mourinho, we support you, mate.
We do.
Yeah.
Jose,
Call us.
call us. I like that. Short, sharp, sweet.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
So just
So just do put the 6.
just do it hashtag 60. Do it as
United.
Manchester United because it has to be the full thing in the title for the search factor. Manchester United,
Bournemouth.
Mourinho and Bournemouth. Or put Jose Mourinho in the title. Oh, why are you doing that? Oh my God, that jingle killed me. I didn't expect you to be doing mock-up versions. Englishmen
every
in
song.
New York. Oh my God. That's one of my favourite ones.
Oh, goodness me.
What are we doing next?
We're
Mr.
doing
Skinner?
Arsenal, Liverpool next.
No, you wanted to do Man City.
Oh, yeah.
So we're doing Man City.
Yeah, we do Man
It's
City.
like 2 minutes.
Yeah, really quick.
Go on.
Tie in.
You lead.
All right.
Lead.
Lead. Really quickly, I want to just tap into
That's really quick.
I know it's pretty quick,
That's
but
pretty
now
quick.
I've said really quick enough, then it's not really quick because we're talking
We're
about the
slowing
quickness
it down by
of
talking
saying
about how quick it's gonna be.
Let's just roll back a little bit
Okay.
and just go across Manchester
Yeah.
and see what's happening at Manchester City,
All right.
where they're just dominating. They're just dominating right now. They've got themselves.
Do you know what they're
together.
not doing? They're not telling players to foul. That's what Pep said. He would never tell a player to foul. Because Gary Neville, do you see this furor about him?
The furrow. No, I haven't seen that.
Gary Neville, I think it was Gary Neville. Yeah, it must have been. Said that they were very good at tactical fouls.
As in, all Pep teams have been that way.
But Pep Guardiola was put this in an interview, in a press conference, and he said, I would never tell a player to foul. The problem for Pep is that they've just released a documentary series on Amazon Prime. And in that documentary series, he's filmed telling them to foul.
But this is thing.
It was great.
This is what you have to do. You know, if you're
They're certainly not doing it.
you just got to be Trump, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I just love the fact that
Great.
he literally said, I'd never tell my players to do that.
Yeah.
Pep, you were filmed.
But that's the way things
Yeah.
were, and you've got to protect yourself and protect those players. But
Yeah.
he's done this with every single winning team that he's had.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a Barcelona-esque sort of way.
Sergio Busquets made his career out.
Busquets is still doing that now.
Busquets is the best.
Yeah, so it's just that
Yeah.
mentality. One of the interesting things, obviously, there's Sterling getting credit for
Yeah.
being Sterling now and being useful, but it's just that Pep system that's just wiping people aside with how wide they are, wide the span and how they attack. To be fair, they were playing a really limp Southampton team.
Flaccid.
It was beyond flaccid, wasn't it?
It was beyond.
There was no blood in there.
There's no hope for that at
No.
all. I mean, not even doctors.
It's like a
Southampton-
punctured balloon.
Luckily for me, unluckily for Southampton fans at the minute, I tipped them. Remember I tipped them last year for relegation, last season?
You did.
Back in the day I said, and they were about 12th at the time, and I said, I reckon they're going to go down. And they nearly did, and I was gutted. Because I was like, I could have been... I tipped them for relegation right from the start on our preview show this year. And Mark Hughes is certainly...
We're on fire. We're all going to die.